All right, welcome everybody. Today's video, we are back down over here at Phuket Old Town. So I'm going to retrace the route that I did yesterday and kind of see how things look 24 hours after the big flooding, just to see how things are recovering and what businesses are still open, and if there's any damage or how they're recovering from it. So anyway, let's go take a quick look in this rain and see what it looks like. So yesterday, this was just starting to flood. There was water all on the side of the road over here. And it was getting pretty deep up in here. Looks like this one wasn't affected because it's just concrete floor and everything. That's new construction or remodel. Right up here was the first thing I saw. It looks like they have a trash truck up here. All right, right down this little alley here. This is where I filmed that little boy paddling around in the plastic tank. This is all their stuff of everybody's houses that were destroyed and damaged, so they're hauling all this off now. All right, so this is everybody's stuff here that was down this little alley. This one here you can see yesterday was super deep, so all their belongings that were destroyed, they're bringing out here and they're hauling off now. It's like the water is down. All their damaged furniture and everything, just hauling it off. It looks like just sawdust. All that particle board furniture just gets destroyed quick. All right, so this canal right here is down quite a bit. It wasn't overflowing right here, but it was pretty close. This whole lot over here was underwater, but now they're able to park some cars. The thing that is good about places like this is the soil drains super fast. And right over here was the museum. We'll take a look at the front of it. And this was underwater right here, so you had to wade through water all up in here, over that little bridge. That's the first thing I saw, was that car blasting through the water. So it looks like the museum didn't get flooded out. It's still okay. The doors are open, looks like it's open. So you can see the water was up there to that top step. This whole parking lot was full, and then this little high point over here on the bridge was out of the water. Yeah, and this canal is way down. All of this here on this side of this little canal, all of this was underwater. That's where the cars and motorcycles were pretty much completely submerged. You can see the pawn shop, they was flooded out yesterday. They're trying to clean up in there. All these motorcycles here would have been underwater. You see they're washing the sidewalks off, sweeping off. So the water level was up here about 3 feet up on this door. And there were cars here that were sank. So they've cleared the cars out and everything. You can see they got the big truck here with the tank. All right, let's go back over towards the clock tower. So over here at this 3D museum, all this was underwater. It didn't get into the museum, that's pretty high, but the whole parking lot was underwater. And this whole street, all of this was completely underwater. And these little businesses, let's look at them and see what they look like. See, these here seem relatively untouched. This one here flooded out. They have the sandbags preparing for another flood. Now, I talked to one of the old ladies over there, and she was talking that the reason why it flooded was the tide was so high and the water just didn't have anywhere to go. So it all backed up the canal, and then it just flooded out this whole area. Looks like here got flooded. They got all their stuff out. You can see the water damage to the wood. All their sandbags, everything. Yeah, all of this here looks like it's in pretty good shape just 24 hours later. I mean, there's still some of the signs of the flood, but probably in another day you won't even be able to tell once they get these sandbags out of here. All this was underwater. This is where I was past that old man on the bicycle. Okay, so this is where the floodwater was kind of coming out of, is this little canal over here. And you can see how much further down the water is now. So this was bank to bank and overflowing, and now you can see it's 1.5 meters below where it was yesterday. All the water was pouring out of here. Here's the clock tower. So this was all underwater, almost probably waist deep right in here. And the flood waters have receded. Now I saw a picture last night, so they got the power restored last night at around 10 o'clock is what I saw online. So this is kind of the famous part of Old Town Phuket, and these are the old buildings. So they worked pretty hard to get this cleaned up because this is such a huge tourist attraction, and it's an important cultural part of Phuket. So it looks like the museum here flooded out. They're in here mopping it, cleaning it, and it's not open. So yeah, this would have been all underwater in here. So the water would have probably been up to about right here on this wall. You still have all the sandbags out. All these places that flooded, they have all their equipment out here on the sidewalk. Over there you can see all their displays and furniture. Just cleaning up inside. So this is the Say Hi Phuket. So you can see they got everything cleaned out. Here's the racks out here. So this guy here is saying that it was just above the knee inside here, and it came out of the back door and flooded all through here, and they're cleaning up. This is a car park. You can still see it's underwater. They haven't been able to get all this drained out. You can see the watermark there on the wall. This is a little seamstress here. She's cleaning up. Same over here. Looks like the art gallery. They've cleared everything out. You can see the water was right up there, about 2 foot up the wall. So there wasn't as much water away from the canal up here. This was quite a bit drier. They still got flooded out though. Now this right here is the On Hotel. You can see it looks like they had quite a bit of water in here. This is a really historic building also. Back over there was like a little museum. And you can see they have all the cabinets, everything. The piano was underwater. And over here is like the hotel lobby. Yeah, so this was all flooded out. Got a bookstore that flooded out. So the Royal Thai Navy has their guys down here helping clean up also. There are these guys still sweeping the water out of their place. Yeah, these are all the books that were destroyed. And these guys are gonna help bag them up and haul them off. And this coffee shop got flooded out. You can see they kind of have some old sewing machines and stuff. So they have kind of a little miniature museum that they've made into a coffee shop. This is what's amazing about this place, is the old Portuguese and Chinese architecture that you see. So that's why it was such a big deal when this place flooded out. You don't want to see these old buildings get destroyed. It's part of their history. All right, so that's a quick look through of kind of what it looked like yesterday, and we can see what it looks like 24 hours later. So there was quite a bit of damage here, but it's all pretty much superficial. Just the interior cabinets, you know, some of the inventory, stuff like that of these businesses. So the buildings are still fine. Just takes a little while for these businesses to get going. It's actually kind of amazing that after 24 hours that as many of these places are open as they are. So yeah, they just down here in a low spot. And like I said, the tide was up really high and it was raining so much that the water just didn't have any place to go. So it flooded out all the low places here. So anyway guys, if you liked the video, make sure you click like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. This is what I do. I just go and I film what I see. Just me with my camera out here and show you what I see and tell you a little bit about what I know. If you like the open narrative type format like I do, then stick around and subscribe and leave me a comment, tell me what you think. And until next time guys, from over here in Old Town Phuket, remember, life is a journey. Enjoy.